Acting is about discipline. It's about being clear, it's about being focused, it's about being specific. It's about being, it's the specificity. It's not work, it's about being specific. If you're specific, you get specific results. That's what acting is. A very spiritual journey, but extremely clear and focused. And when you make a choice, you're making a choice to get something. You're not making a choice just to make a choice. You make a choice to get the best results that you possibly can get at that particular time of your development. That's what acting is. Bring it up. Get it in the expression of the fingers. That's good. That's right. That's right. That's good. That's good. Move the body. Move the body. Imagination is in the body. I'm aware a lot of times when you're working with your images and imagination, I notice your hands is like this here. See this? You're pushing life away from you. Have it like this here. You're pulling life in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you're describing, but your hands is like that there. You're like this. This here. No. This. 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 Building it. This. Never that. Because you're pushing life away. You're bringing life into you. You're accepting life. You're embracing life. So this. Like this. Okay? Describing this. Making the fingers opens up another level of imagination. The whole body is imagination. See, most of the time, we're not taught how to respond spontaneously. We don't talk anymore, you know. We don't. Yeah. Listen. Nah. We don't really talk. A lot of it is because we feel the weight of not being able to respond. But if our energy is locked on the lips, we can respond. You know what I'm saying? We can respond. See, but most of the time, we feel the oppression of that here. Yeah, you know. I don't feel like responding because it's not spontaneous. It's not. It doesn't dance. It doesn't move. The music, does the music connect with my response? When I said Salvini, what's acting? Voice, 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 and more voice. What they were talking about is having an instrument that when they speak, the voice expresses the instrument, but it's connected on the lips. So I can speak the speech I pray you as I pronounce it trippingly on the tongue, not locked in the throat, because then I can have imagination. Oh, for music of fire, fire jumps, blazing fire. That would ascend what? The brightest, not brightest, the brightest heaven of what? Invention. It opens up. The images open up. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're coming from the center. So when you say, what is the acting? Voice, voice, and more voice, because it's coming from the center. The imagery of the words and your voice and your pronouncing is coming out of the blood and imagination and intelligence. Because you can break down the words. You don't say invention, you say invention. Oh, for what? What? Fire. Fire. You can't say fire. Fire blazes. That's imagination. Anytime you're in a journey of movement and training and discovery, you must have compassion. Why? It's because the journey of creation, the journey of learning and developing is you're going through valleys and hills. Valleys, you're going up and down. And you go through things, you just have to say, I'm going through this, and I have to have compassion on myself and love myself as I'm going through it. Because if you don't do that, you'll blame yourself and you won't hurt yourself and you'll punish yourself. The nature of enlightenment, of moving through anything and learning anything, is to have patience with yourself, love of self, and compassion. That's the nature. If you don't have that, it's difficult to learn. Because the journey of learning anything is highs and lows. You can't just celebrate the highs. You got to have compassion when you go through the lows. That allows you to stay on the journey, allows you to stay on the track, the road, movement. Otherwise, that's change. Change demands compassion. Drama doesn't take place in isolation. Drama is a part of the world. You know, it's part of understanding the world, understanding what's the dynamics that's taking place now. What does the material come out of? Then you can understand the spirit and the power of the material. What does it come out of? You know, like, what's the last 100 years been about? You see, and then what does that material, how does that material reflect that particular time in that last 100 years? And you start to understand that, then you approach a part with a sense of a person. You don't approach it with this insignificantness. But when you start to understand the fact that what your journey represents and who you are, then when you stand there in the moment, you don't stand there so insignificant. You stand there with an understanding, and you're rooted in reality. And the reason we push and we're false is because we can't feel our presence. And so this work, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, and having a vision, is to get you to understand the fact that your whole being and the power that the creative dramatist has, the poet has, is he or she has the ability to evoke and to make us feel in the audience things that, unconceivable things. You have that power. We respond to the truth. Humans respond to truth, even if they feel they're so far removed from it. And why the theater is so powerful is that you always have the possibility of seeing moments of truth. And so that's why the theater can never, and it will never die. It won't die. Be highs and lows. Because the theater doesn't exist in a building. It exists in our spirits. It's something that's in ourselves. All of us want to reveal something about something. We all want to tell our story. We always want to say, there's something I want to say. Whatever place it is, conversation, moment on the street, bar, we want to say something. What a theater is a collective spirit of that. But theater is not a building. You have a theater inside of you. And what we're doing is tapping into that, getting you to feel, bringing that, illuminating that, bringing it out and saying, I have it and I can share it with the world, and it's powerful.